World Network. I have Deb Goldberg here. She's going to be starting a new series with us, and this is called Divine Relationship Recovery. We're not sure how many weeks it's going to go, but we're going to enjoy this topic as long as Deb has things to talk about, because she has been learning an awful lot about relationships and walking with Jesus and what he's been teaching her about being in healthy, committed, successful relationships. So Deb, Divine Relationship Recovery, what does that title mean to you?
Well, a lot of us have struggles in our relationships, whether they're with our partners or children, family members, friends, work situations that become very difficult. And so we want to talk about how to change your view in what you see happening in your relationship and looking at it from a spiritual concept versus the earthly concepts of what we learned a relationship should be, which will completely change your attitude towards your relationships by taking more responsibility for yourself and what you are bringing to the table. All relationships are a holy union. God is in the middle of every single relationship and is there to help you as a mirror. Your relationship partner is a mirror to your own self, and they are there to help you remove thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, thinkings that have come from faulty belief systems or experiences that you've had. So what we want to talk about is, how do we view our relationship through your heart, through unconditional love, and using the eyes of God versus what we have learned here, what a relationship is.
And we really do believe that every person who is in your life, in relationship with you, is there for a reason, that there's something you're supposed to learn from them and them from you. And so I really believe that these conversations are going to help you understand what it is that you're supposed to learn from them and how you can successfully walk through it and do those learnings that you were supposed to do in the very first place.
Yeah. Yeah, and also have more peace in your heart about your relationships, that we want to get away from blame, and we want to look at our expectations of what we think should be happening in our relationship. And when it's not, we get so disappointed, and we think that there's something wrong with our relationship, instead of stepping back and saying, okay, why is this happening? What is the message for me? What am I supposed to learn here about what is happening or not happening in our relationships? We're not talking about abusive relationships. Somebody's in a physical abusive relationship, they need to remove themselves. We're talking about all the things that go on a day-to-day basis of what keeps making conflict within yourself because you feel you're not getting your needs met by other people or within your relationship.
Well, and I would say if any of you are contemplating leaving a relationship, try to hang on until you hear what Deb has to say. Because I believe if you walk away from that relationship, you will have another person come into your life who's going to teach you the same lesson. So maybe you could learn it in the relationship that you're in and actually get back to the place where you enjoy the person that you're with. So just hang on. Now, some of the different topics that we were just kind of playing with. Have you ever heard from your spouse or your partner, you never listen to me? How about, why do I have to be the one to make all the decisions? I know that's common in a lot of relationships. Or you don't want to be intimate. How come you keep getting headaches when I want your attention? So we'll be talking, you'll be talking, I'll be asking questions. You'll be talking about that intimacy in a sexual partnership.
Yeah, the fear of intimacy, which actually creates most of the problems. And most of the time we don't even realize we have a fear of intimacy, and it's actually keeping us from really having the life that we want with that person, having the relationship that we want, because we don't realize that that block is coming from within us, that we have a wall up. And part of these discussions will be learning what are those walls and how to take them down and develop a sense of safety within yourself, of being able to feel vulnerable.
And what about that old family favorite, you spend too much money?
I hear it myself.
And then other times when the spouse is feeling like they've been abandoned.
Mhm.
So we believe me, folks, we know what these issues are.
Mhm.
And you can certainly write into us and say, hey, could you talk about this particular issue? So we're excited to have you with us. I'm
Mhm.
thrilled that Deb is going to be sharing the wisdom that she's been learning from her walk with Spirit and Jesus throughout these past several years, many years actually. And it's going to be here for you in your own living room. So Enlightened World Network, new show called Divine Relationship Recovery with Deb Goldberg.
Mhm.
So please join us then. You'll be hearing more about it on Facebook. So thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.